What is going on, guys? Happy freaking Monday. Coming at you guys live from the Florida Keys. I'm going to wait for some people to drop in here today. If you guys are just tuning in, welcome back to the Relentless Life Podcast. I'm super excited, guys, to be here on live. Like I said, coming at you live from the Florida Keys. We're out here in Marathon, and pretty cool background, guys, today, right? You guys can check out the pool. We got some awesome scenery here, so super freaking excited about that, guys. I'm going to tag, let me tag some people here real quick on Instagram, and then we will get started. You guys already know we're on that second cup of coffee. Today we are rocking. Steven, what's going on, brother? Chad, what is going on? Today's episode 113 on the Relentless Life Podcast, guys, and I have a special episode. We're going to get to it because I got to get on the boat. We obviously have a long day of festivities out here in Marathon, Florida. Today we're going to be talking about why I decided to hire a mentor. So why I hired a mentor. And then we're going to do this. We're going to pin the comment. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure you guys tag three people in the comments below. I'm going to pin this comment here. Pin comment. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Then we're going to go here. Let me know how you guys are doing today, this beautiful Monday morning. I don't know how you guys are doing in Southwest Florida for a lot of you guys that I have here on Instagram and Facebook, but it is freaking beautiful. Skies are clear. Skies are blue. It's a beautiful day. And I'm ready to rock and roll with you guys today. This is, like I said, this is going to be an episode. I'm going to be as quick as possible this week with delivering my message because, obviously it is 8:42 now. I've been up since 6:30 today, so getting up a little bit later than I'm used to, getting up. We got a lot of sun yesterday. We did a lot of free diving. Today we're going to, put on the scuba tanks and, start to get acclimated again to the diving thing. So a lot of energy is being, expelled here, and we're having a great day. We're having a great time here. So we're going to get started, guys. Tag some people in the comments below, and if you guys are just tuning in, like I said, let me know how your day is going. I'm super freaking excited for today, guys. Having some big wins in the Relentless Life community. My man Steven is up to 180 freaking pounds. Super inspiring to me, guys. He came to me 12 or 13 weeks ago weighing 167 pounds. And, he said, Chance, I would really like to get to 185 pounds. I just can't gain weight to save my life. And it's like, I told him, I was like, dude, like, that's how I used to be. I used to be in the same exact boat. I was always a skinny kid. I got bullied. I always felt insecure taking my shirt off. And guys, this is like true shit. This is a true story. Like, I remember going to the water park with my buddies, and, they would all take their shirts off because they were kind of like, they were the guys that were like on the football team, even freshman year of high school when we were like 14, 15, 16 years old. And they started to kind of develop some muscle mass, at that younger age. And I didn't have that yet. I was always skinny. I had braces at the time, and I was bullied. I was made fun of for my buck teeth, for my nose, for being super skinny. And it destroyed my self-confidence. So Steven came to me, and I told him, bro, like, I've been in the same boat. And, I want to give you my blueprint to how I overcame that underweight and that lack of confidence, And now Steven's at 180 freaking pounds. So he's inspiring me to be like, this program is fucking working. This program is getting guys like Steven, results. And it's super freaking awesome. Guys like Brendan, Stephen P., Jason, other guys in our community, they're also gaining weight. They're also, living that relentless lifestyle, getting healthier and really, educating themselves on proper nutrition, on proper human movement, on the right habits, guys, to boost testosterone production, to support, healthy weight gain in young men. So super excited for this community, super excited for today, guys. Like I said, we're going to be talking about why I decided to hire a mentor. And guys, let me just preface this for those of you guys just tuning in. I hired a mentor last November. Like my whole life, I looked up to my dad. I've had other people that, like kind of like unofficial mentors when I was at FGCU, in college, but no one that I actually paid, no one that I actually invested in. And, I was growing, but I wasn't growing at the rate I wanted to grow. And I think that that's a huge problem for a lot of people. They're not willing to take, everyone has money to spend, right? Like most people have money to spend. Like, yeah, there's people who live paycheck to paycheck and they literally have no money in their bank account other than pay their bills, and I get it. But for the people that do have a little extra bit of money and, do want to grow and do want to invest in themselves and invest in their goals, I strongly urge you to look into finding a coach or a mentor. And guys, that's what we're going to talk about today. So without no further ado, we're going to get started here, guys. We're dropping this in 3, 2, 1. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode on the Relentless Life podcast. I'm your host, Coach Chance, guys, and in today's episode, on episode 113, we're going to be going over why I decided to hire a mentor, to hire a coach, and how that's kind of related to me prioritizing my goals. And the first thing I want to kind of talk about, and I was just talking about here on live to the guys in Facebook, in Instagram, watching me live, is that most people have some sort of, like, they can find some sort of income, some sort of savings to put towards their goals, and that's what we're finding with a lot of the guys in the Relentless Life community, is that when you can make that decision to say my goals and what I want out of this life are more worth going out to the bar or spending on a new outfit or spending on this pricey or expensive vacation, or spend it on going out to eat fast food 4 or 5 days a week. Like, once you can start to eliminate the things that are not getting you closer to your goals and start taking that money from that pot and putting it into a mentor, into a coach, into something that's going to allow your goals to elevate to that next level, right? Like with instance, Steven, I'm going to bring you up against Steven here on the podcast because your story is so inspiring to me, and it's so inspiring to the guys in the Relentless Life community. You came to me, like I said, just here on live 13 weeks ago, and you were 167 pounds. Previous to that, you were just explaining to me today that you were 155 pounds in the beginning of the year in January, right? You hired a trainer. He was able to get you to 167, and then you kind of got to 170 for a day or so, and then you couldn't sustain that, right? You were at a plateau. So you come to me, and you told me your story, and I listened, and I was able to because I've gotten to 195, I've gotten to 205 before, and I was also that skinny kid. I also used to weigh 150 pounds. I also used to weigh 160, 170, 180, right? But I failed so many times, and I was able to, through experience, through coaches, through mentors in the past that I didn't pay, I was able to figure out that blueprint, figure out what it took for Chance to get to 185 pounds, 195 pounds, 205 pounds, and because I was able to get that, Steven saw that, and he said, I'm going to invest in this guy Chance. I'm going to invest into him for 4 months or for 6 months or for however long you're in the program, and I'm going to trust that he's going to get me the results because he's already gotten the results for himself. And Steven made that decision. He made that investment. He made that commitment because he knew his goals of gaining that muscle mass, of gaining 15 pounds, of getting to 185 pounds, of gaining that confidence, of feeling confident with his shirt off, feeling comfortable in front of people when he's at the beach with his shirt off, and, really just loving his body and loving who he is, was more important than going out, was more important than, whatever, anything, a vacation, eating out, like whatever it is, whatever your vice is, you have to be aware of it. You have to pin it down and say, this vice, this attachment, this addiction, or whatever you guys are putting a lot of your hard-earned money into, is not worth paying the price of sacrificing, my goals, and sacrificing what it is that really makes me happy, right? And for me, guys, and Steven, you're the same way, brother. And a lot of the guys, the guys in my community obviously decided that those things, that they previously were technically investing in, because everything, guys, that we spend money on is an investment, whether that's a liability or an asset. It is some sort of, investment, right? We're investing our money, an investment or a divestment, right? I guess you can kind of call it. And so you're either divesting your money into something or you're investing your money into something. And most people, guys, they decide to divest their money. They decide to divest their goals. They decide to put their goals, what they actually want out of life, at the bottom of the totem pole of, of their priorities, right? They prioritize getting fast food because it's quick, easy, and comfortable, right? It makes them feel good. It allows them to cope with their anxiety. It allows them to cope with a breakup. It allows them to just get food on the go because they're not using their Sundays to prep their meals. They're not using their weekends, right, to set up their weeks. And guys, I'm telling you right now, when I decided to hire a business mentor, a business coach, and even a fitness guy, I've had fitness coaches in the past. When I made that decision, guys, my fitness goals went to the next level. My business goals went to the next level. I mean, before hiring my business coach right now, guys, I didn't have a business. Like I had no business. I maybe had a client here, a client there, but I did not have a fitness business. I did not know, the right strategies or how to go about, starting a company, how to go about, obtaining clientele. I didn't know how to do it because I've never done it before. And the whole reason behind this podcast that I want you guys kind of, try to understand is that, my personal experience with this, with finding somebody that's already gotten what you want is real. It's practical because I'm living proof of it. So, if you're someone like Steven, if you're someone like Brendan, if you're someone like Jason or Chase or Chance or any of the guys in my community, in my program that, really feel as though your goals are more important than anything else in your life, and you still can't get to 190 pounds, or you still can't get that 225 pound bench press, or you still can't, feel happy and feel confident and feel comfortable in your own skin when you take your shirt off, I think it might be time for you guys to invest in a mentor, invest into a coach, invest into somebody that has gotten the results that you want to get. Like, guys, it's a very simple concept here. Very simple concept. It's not about reinventing. And I want to see, guys, I want to see this in the comments. Steven, I want to see this in the comments for those of you guys that are in here. It's not about reinventing the wheel. It's about doing what other people have done to get the results that you want to get, right? It's not about reinventing the wheel. It's about finding the people that have gotten the results you want to get. I might have said that two different ways there, but you guys get the gist. As you want to find somebody, find something, find a method, find a blueprint, find a coach, find a mentor that has done what you want to do. Because, guys, when it's almost like you guys are working too hard. Like you have this work ethic, you have this passion, you have these goals, you have this desire to change, to transform your mind and your body, but you're going about it the wrong way. And, guys, this was me for a very long time. I was going about online coaching. I was going about, getting a six-pack or shredding up or building a bigger chest or just feeling more confident. I was going about all of that the wrong way because I thought I could do it by myself. I thought that if I just kept prevailing, if I just kept learning through failure and through experience, that I would learn it myself. And while that is true, and while if you just keep continuing to be relentless and you keep, prevailing life's challenges and adversity and obstacles, yes, you will eventually figure it out. But the difference between that and hiring a mentor is when you hire a mentor, you guys drastically decrease that time by a fraction. I mean, like it's the amount of time vested into acquiring your goals when you have a mentor is much more significant, is much more less than if you were to go and say, I'm just Steven, right? I'm going to go and I'm going to try to get to 185 pounds by myself, right? Like, I don't need Chance. I don't need a coach. I don't need a fitness trainer. I don't need a mentor. I'm just going to go about it, do it myself. Think of all the years, Steven, that you would have to invest into figuring out what works and what doesn't work. Well, this food I think worked and this doesn't work. And well, let me try this combination. And you guys get my point. Like, you're going to try all of these different things to try to get to a certain goal when all you have to do is, instead of investing your money into liabilities, you pull that money out, right? You say, I don't need fast food. I don't need the bar. I don't need alcohol. I don't need marijuana. I don't need all these expensive vacations. I don't need to take a new girl out every week on a $100 date. Like, take your money out of that pot, hold it, save it, and find something that's worth investing that money into so that you guys can get those goals and get those results, right? And you can accomplish what you guys have always wanted to accomplish. Because now, guys, think about this. Put yourself in these shoes. Now that you guys are feeling more confident, you're more secure and comfortable in your own skin, you know you look better, you feel better, you're more inspired, you have more energy, you got a better mood. I mean, guys, you're going to be a completely different person. And now you're going to be able to take that energy, take that confidence, and start that business you've always wanted to start. You're going to be able to take that energy and take that confidence and get that dream body that you've always wanted. And what can come from a body that you're proud of, from a body that you're confident in. Well, you can, if you're somebody that's single and you're still looking for that person, well, you can go and be confident and find that person and find that happiness and start a family and find God and build a relationship with God. And that's what finding a mentor and finding a coach does. And that's what it's done for me. I found that when I have somebody that I look up to, that I get inspired from every day, not only do I benefit, but now my clients and now my brothers in my community benefit, because I'm now taking this limitless energy and this unlimited potential for my mentor and because I have multiple mentors, actually. I'm part of a community that has over 15 different coaches in it that are 20 steps ahead of where I'm at. And I'm like, dang, I want to go where they're at. And it's about surrounding yourself with those people. So guys, I challenge each and every one of you to find somebody, to find something that has already gotten the results that you want to get. See, just go out and do the research. Like, go, you guys have Google, you have a smartphone, you have social media. Type in gaining weight, type in gaining more confidence. Like, whatever your goal is, whatever you guys want out of this life, whatever it is, go on to Google, go figure it out, go find it out, find somebody, find a blueprint that has worked for them and has worked for other people. Because guys, once you do that, and once you are fully all in and fully commit to your goals and to your dreams and to your dream body, right? And to the reality that you want to live, your life is going to be something that you've only ever dreamed of, right? And that feeling, guys, I'm telling you right now, that feeling is complete bliss. When you guys can make that commitment, that financial commitment and investment into yourself, it's going to be one of the best feelings that you've ever felt, because your whole life you were most likely used to investing in liabilities. You were most likely used to investing in things that only drag you down, right? You were divesting in your goals. You were saying, gaining weight, gaining confidence, being a better man, that's down here, right? I'm going to prioritize one-night stands and hookups and getting drunk and staying out till 3 a.m. and not prepping my meals or watching Netflix, right? You're investing in all of these liabilities, all of these things that are not getting you closer to your dreams and your goals. And then you want to complain and bitch that you're not there yet and that you've tried everything. And that's why, because you're prioritizing your goals down here. You say, I can't afford a mentor. I can't afford a coach, right? I can't afford to get in shape. Eating healthy is too expensive. Well, where's all your other money going, right? Where's all the other money that you make? Where's that going? You guys need to break down your budget. And that's why I just did a financial fitness podcast last Friday, episode 112. The last episode we did was on financial fitness and my 3 tips to how to become financially fit. So guys, hire a mentor, hire a coach, hire somebody that has gotten the results that you want to get. Because without a coach, without a mentor, without investing yourself, like Kate just said, you guys aren't going to get there, or it's going to take 15 to 20 years to get there. It's going to take you guys a very long time. And as you guys know, time is precious. Every day is a gift. Every day is a blessing. We never know when our last day is, guys. We have a clock on our head, right, with an expiration date, and no one knows what that clock says. No one knows that date. No one knows that other end of the dash on our gravestone, right? Like, we have to act now. We have to invest right now. Now's the time. Stop waiting. Take messy action. Believe in yourself and be fucking relentless. You guys are worth the investment. You guys are worth hiring a coach, hiring a mentor, getting a blueprint that has worked for other people. Invest in yourself, guys. It's the best decision I've ever made for myself. And as scary as it can be, and saying I'm going to put out 300, 400, 500 a month, whatever the investment is. And guys, tell me right now, there's business programs out there. There are fitness programs out there that charge way more than that. They're charging upwards near $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month to teach you the principles or the values or the practices, or give you the blueprint, right? The 3 steps to this, the 5 steps to how, whatever it is, to gain more clients, or to get a 6-pack, right? Or to gain 20 pounds of, like, there's so many programs out there. Let me see some fire in the comments below if you guys know what I'm talking about, because there are so many different programs out there that say we're going to get you results, this, that, we just need your investment of $3,000. You're like, $3,000, what? $3,000? That's a lot of money. That's not what I'm saying to do. I'm not saying go blow all your savings on a mentor for a month. I'm saying find something that will work for you. Find someone that you can relate to. I found a mentor, guys. I found somebody back in November of 2021, and my Instagram connection is saying poor now. There we go. And it was the best decision of my life. Like I said, I went from no clients to now we're over 12 people in the program, and we're growing, and everything is starting to flourish. Everything's starting to grow, right? Like, if you were to compare where my business is today to where it was in November, I mean, it's black and white. It's night and day. And you guys have to look at your bodies and your mindset and your goals in the same light, in the same way. If you're not investing into your goals, well, then what are you doing? What are you doing? So anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. Why I hired a mentor, I thought was a very important topic, right? In today's world, in today's society, so many people are not prioritizing their goals, they're not prioritizing their health. And this is why the pharmaceutical industry and the big farm industry and, processed food industry is making billions and billions and billions of dollars, because people are not valuing their goals enough, right? They're not valuing their health. They're not valuing their fitness or their mindset. They get caught into the rat race. They get caught into the 9 to 5. They get caught into pleasing other people. They get caught into living for the weekend. They get caught into those 2 weeks of paid vacation they get every year, guys. Guys, you're better than that. You deserve more than that. Your goals are worth more than 2 weeks of the freaking year. You guys are supposed to live it up every day and feel good every day. So I hope you guys got some from today's podcast. If you did, I want you guys to screenshot, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on Instagram, or on the podcast itself, just listening to the auditory version, screenshot your screen, type your number one biggest takeaway from today's podcast, tag me at Chance Galloway Fitness, and make sure to post it up on your Facebook or your Instagram stories. That way I can see you guys got some value from today's episode 113. Guys, this was an awesome fucking podcast. Super stoked I got to go live here day 1 of 5 in the Florida Keys. I will see you guys tomorrow. We will go live at probably the same time, 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. I will see you guys there. And also, if you guys enjoyed today's podcast and you want to leave a review on the Apple Podcast app, you guys can click on the Relentless Life with Chance Galloway, scroll all the way down, click on ratings and reviews, leave a quick review, and that helps us get this message to more people. Thank you guys so much. Much love, much respect. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Let's freaking go, boys. Good freaking podcast. Tyler, what's going on? Just missed a fire podcast. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you, like I said in the podcast, if you enjoyed today's topic of why I decided to hire a mentor, go back and watch it, leave a review, send this to a friend that needs to hear this message, send this to somebody that is struggling on their fitness journey, that is struggling with their health, that struggles to see the importance and to see the value in making that investment into an asset and making that investment into themselves. Guys, so many of us today put all of our time, put all of our energy, put all of our money into other things and into other people. And it's why our rates of depression, our rates of anxiety, our rates of mental illness are through the roof, because we're not prioritizing and valuing our goals and valuing our health and valuing our fitness. So guys, send this to somebody that needs to hear this message today. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here on Facebook, for being here on Instagram today. It's a true honor, guys, to be able to wake up here in the Florida Keys and still have the opportunity to speak to you guys, to speak with you guys. So that's it. That's all. I hope you guys have the best freaking day ever. I'm just going to scroll through these comments here. I didn't get really to see who was in here and what you guys were saying. Let's see here. Do this. It's not about reinventing the wheel. Yes, sir. It's not about finding a mentor that has already done what you want to do. Yes. Oh, it's about finding a mentor. Yep. Thanks, Kate, for finishing that. Awesome. Good teamwork. Absolutely, Steven. Love it. Guys, good freaking podcast. Like I said, thank you so much again for being in here today. I will see you guys tomorrow. We will be here the same time, 8:30 a.m. I'm assuming, guys, for the rest of the week, that's going to be the best time to get here on live, because with the Keys, I don't know if anyone's ever been down here, but when you're on the boat for like 8 hours all day, diving and snorkeling and grabbing lobster and fishing, it's really freaking exhausting. So I don't have the energy when we get back. So 8:30 a.m., I'll see you guys here tomorrow. And like I said, screenshot this, guys. If you're watching this on the replay, #replay, screenshot, post your number one biggest takeaway, and tag me at Chance Galloway Fitness. Post it up on your story. That way I can see you guys got some fire value from today's episode. Much love, much respect. Peace out, team. Let's freaking go.